You think he does? You think the enemies of Christ have power? No. They die in their filth. The moment Calvary happened, and the moment the women went to the tomb and it was empty, every enemy of God trembled. Why? It was over. On the day of Pentecost, when it fully came, no wonder the place was shaken where they were. The Holy Ghost came down, and it filled them all. And the devil knew from that moment on he was finished. He was history. And he's afraid. And the world is afraid of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And the enemies of God tremble. Because we have the Creator of heaven and earth living in us. And they'll try everything to stifle that voice. They'll try everything to ruin that testimony. They'll try everything to tear it down because of their fear. But they cannot and never will succeed. And you see, to be a Christian, the one thing you need more than anything is courage. You need to be bold. If only they had known. Isn't it wonderful, though? Courage, boldness. You know, the people that get to the top in life are the people who are bold and courageous. They're not any smarter than anyone else. They're focused. There's a boldness that's suicidal. I see some people who are bold in a stupid thing. In Proverbs 28, verse 18, whoso walketh uprightly shall be saved, but he that is perverse in his ways shall fall at once. Look, there's a difference between uprightness and perversity. I meet perverse people. They won't succeed. They're going to fall. There's got to be integrity and uprightness. And don't ever get the idea that just being bold, you know, you'll get on, because I tell you something, we're talking about Christians and God being on our side. And it goes on. He that tilleth his land shall have plenty of bread, but he that followeth after vain persons shall have poverty enough. Look, one thing you have to understand is what you do is you till your own land. Don't ever think you'll prosper off someone else's work. You won't. If you till your land, you'll have plenty of bread. A faithful man shall abound with blessings, but he that maketh haste to be rich shall not be innocent. You know, there's some people, they're always looking for a scheme to make money. And they always end up with poverty. Some people, they always think there's a way to make money. Watch out. To have respect of persons is not good. For a piece of bread, that man will transgress. He that hasteth to be rich hath an evil eye, and considereth not that poverty shall come upon him. Now, when you want to be rich, what's going to meet you? Poverty. But if you walk uprightly and till your own land, you can have plenty of bread. And you plow in the field you're in, you'll be surprised how God will prosper you, and you'll never be short of bread. The trouble is, when you try and go and be in the field God never put you in. And you end up with failure. Ambition destroys. Because usually a person who's ambitious is ambitious for the wrong thing. You've got to be ambitious for the right thing. My own field. I know what I can do. I know what God's given me. Is that plain? Hello? If you're sowing someone else's field, who's going to get the crop? Not you. For I determined not to know anything among you save Jesus Christ and him crucified. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of God. You know, when you go to a place, and I go to many places, and you see the crowds coming, I'll tell you what I think. When I look out and I see people coming and they're tremendous needs, and they flock, especially when I've been in South America or in Africa, and you see the people coming, or in the Arab Emirates, and they come, and there's all sorts of needs. I often sit there and I think, my God, if you don't do something, we're in trouble. You know, without him, we can do nothing. And Paul's saying, well, when he came, he was in trembling. There's a humanity in you that realizes, hey, I need this God of heaven to come down and reveal himself. It's not what I have, it's what he is.